And starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Well, many big events all across Wisconsin have been canceled this year. Crandon's annual off-road races are still on, set to begin in about 3 weeks. Tens of thousands of people go to those races most years. Some business owners tell us it's essential to the town's economy. Others have reached out to us concerned about what the races could mean for the area's safety with COVID-19. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson spoke to event organizers today to see how they're preparing.
Everything's a goal. I mean, there's no stopping us, but we're still going to be real cautious of what's going on here.
Tens of thousands of fans come to the track every year where racers reach speeds of over 100 miles an hour. And the decision to continue the events was not spur of the moment either. Due to COVID-19 concerns, event organizers discussed it with the county board, the sheriff, lawyers, and the health department.
We talked to a lot of people before we did it.
Just like every other year, Cliff and his team are prepping the 400 acres for use, putting up lights, cutting the grass, and setting up the hundreds of campsites. Except this year, they have a few more tasks.
It's a totally different deal.
Building signs of all kinds and buying new equipment.
This COVID just taken us a lot of time, cost us a lot of money.
They had to buy new ticket machines for more convenience, adjust the food stands, and bought over 10,000 face masks. Flannery says the face masks will be available everywhere.
We're going to give them to you. If you don't have one, we're going to give you one to wear.
It doesn't stop at masks either. There will be medical examiners taking temperatures at the gates, hand sanitizer stations, and a first aid building. He's trusting that people will use their best judgment at the races.
As you know, you can't make nobody do nothing.
And by no means are the racers missing out.
The racers absolutely ain't scared. We got probably more racers than ever coming. They're not one bit scared of this whole deal.
The off-road races are set for Labor Day weekend, and the annual brush run is set for September 25th through the 27th.
We want to make people be as safe as they can and help us be as safe as they can. All of us got to do our part to make this work.
In Crandon, Morgan Johnson, Newswatch 12.
Today, Marathon County public health officials announced another person in the county has died from COVID-19. That's 11 since the pandemic began in Marathon County. Across the state, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reports 1,021 new confirmed cases today. That is the most since Saturday, a change in what had been a downward trend. Testing numbers were also a little low this week, so the percent of tests that came back positive jumped. That's the blue line to almost 10% today. Across our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports 21 people are currently in the hospital with COVID-19, with 6 more COVID tests pending. They say 10 of those 21 are currently in the ICU. Marshfield Clinic's Rhinelander Center will start offering in-person appointments again every Monday and Wednesday starting August 26th. Organizers say they're taking a phased approach to open slowly and safely. They'll also have some new safeguards in place to limit the risk of COVID-19. Things like patient and employee screenings at their entrances, masks being required for employees, patients, and visitors, social distancing measures in place in waiting rooms, rooming patients as quickly as possible to avoid the lobby area, and extensive cleaning protocols in place, especially for the high contact areas. Well, Jeff, it's been a pretty nice week, but things are changing for the weekend.
Yeah, after a warm day today, there's rain just to our west right now. Look at the radar. You can see these are non-severe. However, they are very loud with lightning and thunder just to the west of us. Going in closer, you can see where they're at exactly. Pockets of heavy rain in here as well. They were severe across parts of far western Wisconsin. They are dying out as they make their way to the east, but still, this will likely hold together with some showers and storms tonight as a wave comes through and be out of here by tomorrow morning. Futurecast shows it dying out as it works its way to the east this evening. And again, this is going to be a little bit of gusty winds in here, a pocket of heavy rain or so, and then it dies out tomorrow along the front. That front's going to push through by midday. We should have sunshine back in the forecast through tomorrow afternoon. The forecast for tonight, though, is thunderstorms out there after about 11 or 12 o'clock. Low temperatures down near 61. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
The human remains found Sunday evening in Wapaka County have now been identified. According to the Wapaka County Sheriff Sheriff's Office. The remains of 27-year-old Chad Anderson were found in the town of Lind, southeast of Wapaka. Anderson was reported missing back in April. The Sheriff's Office said no further details will be released. It is still an ongoing investigation. Tens of thousands of people remain without power tonight in Iowa, especially near the Cedar Rapids area after that derecho or strong storm moved through early this week. This is drone video from today near Cedar Rapids. Again, Cedar Rapids is now bracing for some more storms, not as strong, but still could move through overnight, which officials say could make things even worse. Traffic slowed to a standstill on Highway 8 West out of Rhinelander today, not because of an accident or construction. NAF and the Good News Project teamed up to host an e-cycling fundraiser for the third year in a row. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel gives us a look.
We've been very busy, and there's still a huge line of cars waiting to drop off their things, and that's been going on since before we opened at 8 o'clock. So I'd say it's a very busy and very successful fundraiser.
The Northwoods Alliance for Temporary Housing partnered with the Good News Project out of Wausau to host the electronics recycling event.
We're having everybody in the area be able to bring any of their electronics, even vacuum cleaners, stereo systems, computers, TVs, monitors.
A portion of the proceeds will go toward helping fund the shelter's operation. COVID and other complications forced NAF to cancel many of their successful fundraising events, like the Harvest Hoedown, normally scheduled for October.
While our expenses have not gone down, maybe even gone up some, our income, which is fundraising, grants, and gifts, has gone down.
The donation process is pretty straightforward. Pull up and volunteers will unload your items from the car. Then volunteers will haul your items onto the scale. And then volunteers will come to your car and take payment here.
If you didn't make it today, don't worry.
They can come by tomorrow from 9 to noon. We'll all be here and ready to take their recyclables and all that stuff that's been gathering dust in their basement and their closet and their garage. Gather that up, those old electronics that you have to pay through the nose to get rid of at the dump. Bring them here. We'll get rid of them for you for a small fee, and it will go to a good cause.
In Rhinelander, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
The Rhinelander Food Pantry is planning another food giveaway next week on Thursday, starting at 8:30 in the morning. Any individual, regardless of income, is welcome. You're asking folks to enter the pantry from the back on Carr Street. You're also asked not to block any driveways or entrances or exits to the cemetery while you're waiting. This is a no-contact pickup. Stay in your car. The food will be placed directly in your trunk if it's open. High school sports in Wisconsin are still on track to start their fall seasons soon. We'll look at the new details today and how exactly that's all going to work. But first, Jeff's in. We'll look at your full forecast next on Newswatch 12.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Honda Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today. And we'll give you the best deal, guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Honda Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
St. Germain Real Estate Auction, August 23rd. Home with 9 acres, storage buildings, Blacktop Drive being sold to the highest bidder. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details. Zelich Customs, featuring off-road and repair. Full-service auto repair, wheels, tires, brakes, custom exhaust, lift kits, suspension, and diagnostics located next to Quick Trip.
Our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most to the North Woods. NBC Newswatch 12, from where you live.
Not only can I customize my fabric, I can choose the layout of my sectional as well. Perfect! This looks amazing!
I think it's time to upgrade this old dining room set. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress really does have every style of high-quality furniture to choose from.
Lakeland Furniture and Mattress has everything you need for your home and great selection of mattresses at our locations in Minocqua and Anago.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
Well, after a sun-filled day, thunderstorms are approaching the area now. Here they are on the radar, approaching from western Wisconsin into central Wisconsin now. None of these are severe currently, and they are losing their oomph as they push to the east, but still we'll likely get some gusty winds out of these and some very loud weather for an hour or so as they pass by and move to the east tonight. All right, so here we go. Looking in close, you can see exactly where they're at and where they produced damage earlier today across far western Wisconsin into eastern parts of Minnesota. But this whole line is pushing to the east about 35 to 40 miles per hour. As it does so, it's kind of losing its energy, but it will hold together all the way probably to eastern parts of the state tonight. That'll bring a line of rain through Rhinelander over to Eagle River, down to Lincoln County, Marathon County, Portage County, and Adams County tonight. It'll be brief, probably an hour or so in duration, and then it'll start clearing out overnight tonight. All right, here's the culprit, a cold front just to the west of us now. The cold front is going to come through early tomorrow morning, slowly. So once we get behind that, our wind will shift out of the northwest and turn off the faucet for the rainfall, although behind this low we could get a couple sprinkles in the area tomorrow evening into parts of Sunday as well. So Futurecast shows a line falling apart as it works away from the front this evening, still keeping some clouds around by tomorrow morning. Here we are at 3:45 tomorrow morning, just some scattered showers around. That'll push off to the east early tomorrow morning, and then there goes the front as well. Here around 7 o'clock or so, still clouds and a couple of showers before it pushes off to the east. We are going to kick up some winds tomorrow, though, behind the front. The northwest wind could gust near 25 miles per hour. That will make some waves on the lakes if you're fishing tomorrow. High temperatures today, though, for the 40th time this year, we had 80 or better in Rhinelander, 82 in Anago, 86 for Wausau. So a very warm and humid day for us today. Out there right now, it's still 72 at this hour in Rhinelander, 68 for Anago, 74 with Paca, also Arborvita. These will drop down to near 60 for low temperatures tonight with all the clouds and moisture around. And then we're going to say goodbye to the 80s for a while. Hello 70s, 75 tomorrow, and for Sunday, 71 for Monday. You get the idea. Hanging out near 78 or just below that for several days through next week. Your forecast for tonight, though, is increasing clouds out there now with thunderstorms not so far away. They're going to last an hour or two and be rather loud as they work their way through. Look for low temperatures near 61 for tomorrow. All right, so partly cloudy and breezy. That northwest wind could gust near 25 with a couple of storms around, especially through the morning hours, and then some sprinkles through the evening hours and a high of 75. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that chance for rain tomorrow, but Sunday probably a few sprinkles Sunday morning, followed by better weather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with sunshine and high temperatures then in the 70s. Justin?
Today, the CEO of the Haunted Sawmill in Merrill announced their Halloween attraction will be open for the month of October. Organizers say they'll have some COVID-19 safety precautions in place. You can be frightened as safely as possible. All guests will be required to wear masks unless medically unable to do so. The interior and exterior of the Haunted Sawmill has been redesigned to promote social distancing. Concession areas will be serving pre-packaged food, and most, if not all, the ticket sales will be done online through their website, hauntedsawmill.org. The WIAA released more details today about the future of high school sports in Wisconsin. We'll have the latest on that after the break, but first, here's this week's Big Ol' Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Ol' Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
On this week's Big Ol' Fish, Hayden Sobchak of Pulaski caught a fish you don't see every day. Hayden caught this huge bowfin that was just a half-inch short of becoming a record holder. The bowfin was caught on a Vilas County lake. Great catch, Hayden. And Austin Kirisu of Minocqua caught this great-looking crappie on a Minocqua area lake. The 15-inch fish was Austin's biggest crappie to date. Great catch, Austin. And 15-year-old Bryler Pipel of Sugar Camp caught this great-looking muskie while out fishing on Columbus Lake. After a good fight, Bryler reeled in the muskie that measured in at 51 inches, 45 pounds. Great catch, Bryler. Okay, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, wjfw.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
Phelps Real Estate Auction August 22nd. 3-bedroom home on 3 acres with attached garage being sold to the highest bidder. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
North Wisconsin Homes, your source for custom designed, precision built Wisconsin homes. Visit norwishomes.com.
Hey Wausau, we're US Cellular and we're here for you. Now with unlimited plans on our strong network with no hidden fees. Which means we're here for Blake.
Welcome to Wausau.
Here for Kim.
Cheers.
Here for Nucci. Here for Randy.
Even me?
Yep, we're here for everyone. Unlimited plans starting at $30 a month with 4 lines, and now get $700 off the latest phones when you switch. Schedule an appointment today. US Cellular. Choose fair.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
St. Germain Real Estate Auction August 23rd. Home with 9 acres, storage buildings, blacktop drive being sold to the highest bidder. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko. Sports Watch 12 with Andrew Goldstein.
We knew 2 things going into today's WIAA Board of Control meeting: that fall sports are allowed to happen, but none of them were going to look the same. And that's especially true in football. The Board of Control decided on a 7-game regular season, followed by 2 weeks reserved for a potential playoff. Teams that play less than 50% of their fall season can still play in an alternate spring season. Now, every school in our area is still in for the fall at the moment, but that may change. Wisconsin's Department of Health Services is expected to issue tougher guidelines for athletics that could make schools reconsider.
It is not going to tell districts the plans that you've already made are wrong or right for that. It's really to be ongoing practices. But I know there's a lot of angst out there. People are anxious to get that.
Now, what you see on your screen is the year's high school sports schedule from left to right. We We have fall sports, winter sports, an alternate spring season for schools that canceled in the fall, and finally spring sports. Now you can find a full copy of that schedule on our website at wjfw.com. So here are some of the other non-scheduling changes that we have in store this season. Health Department imposed gathering limitations will be used as guidelines for which fall sports can proceed. Out-of-state travel further than just over the border is strongly discouraged, as are multi-school events. So we might not see those large swim meets or the Smiley Invitational for cross-country this year. And finally, we still don't have a decision on playoffs for fall sports. Those calls will be made 1 month prior to the end of the regular season in a given sport. So while many schools received a final confirmation of their plans for fall sports today, some in our area are waiting just a little bit longer to get started. The Wisconsin Valley Conference has practice for low-risk sports starting no earlier than September 1st. That's a little more than 2 weeks later than the WIAA sanctioned date of August 17th. The Valley includes 7 schools spread out across Lincoln, Marathon, Wood, and Portage counties. Merrill AD John Miller said the change will give sports and school more time to get on the same page.
Our education-based athletic programs go hand in hand with academics. They wanted to make sure that we were able academically to open our buildings. That's kind of where the September 1 date came into play.
Roughly 70% of schools across the state are planning on starting low-risk sports practice on Monday. All that is subject to change based on COVID case numbers, health department guidelines, and conference decisions, among other things. Well, let's face it, 2020 has been a big swing and a miss for most of us, and the Brewers can relate. Entering tonight, no team in the MLB averaged more strikeouts per game than the Crew. Milwaukee taking on the Cubs in Wrigley. Cubs have the best record in the bigs, so would be kind of an inconvenient time to strike out, but in the fourth, there they are, at it again. Christian Yelich whiffs here. In fact, he's whiffed on 30% of his plate appearances coming into tonight. He would redeem himself, though. Brandon Woodruff started off okay on the mound for the Crew, and then he allowed 5 straight Cubs batters to reach in the 5th. Anthony Rizzo on the single here. Chicago puts up a 3 spot. But in the top of the 6th, don't you know, it's that man Yelly. A 3-run homer off a hanging changeup. He has 11 hits on the season. 5 of them are homers. Please, explain baseball to me. $10, still open. Brewers up 4-3 right now. Finally, tomorrow, the Green Bay Packers take the practice field for the first time in 2020. They've done walkthroughs and film study up to this point, but not a full practice. Now, the pads are not going on yet. That will happen probably sometime next week. There are no fans allowed at Ray Nitschke Field at practice this offseason, but still good to see the Pack getting some reps in all the same, Justin.
A certain plant or flower that scientists thought was gone from the Northwoods is now back. We'll show you what they're doing to try and keep it that way after the break.
With 40 years in service, Vanetta Plumbing in Minocqua features the finest name brands and fixtures. When you visit Vanetta's updated showroom, you'll see working and attractive displays to help you make your fixture decision. Vanetta Plumbing services all makes and brands, and their highly skilled professional technicians are able to solve any plumbing problems. Call Vanetta Plumbing at 715-356-7312 or visit them on Highway 51 South in Minocqua.
You better call Vanetta.
Welcome to Birchfield Nurseries and Garden Center, where quality, knowledge, and passion for growing plants ensures a healthy and hardy product. From the smaller potted plants to the larger bulb and burlap trees, we have many items to choose from. Birchfield Nurseries has them all. We are here to help you grow with 55 years of experience. Birchfield Nurseries, located on Highway 8, just west of Rhinelander.
Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Not only can I customize my fabric, I can choose the layout of my sectional as well. Perfect! This looks amazing!
I think it's time to upgrade this old dining room set. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress really does have every style of high-quality furniture to choose from.
Lakeland Furniture and Mattress has everything you need for your home and great selection of mattresses at our locations in Minocqua and Anago.
Hey, where'd you get your pontoon? I got mine at American Marine.
Me too. You? Of course. Doesn't everybody?
Pick from hundreds of boats and pontoons in stock at the largest showroom in the USA. Then increase your power with a Honda motor on your new dream boat. We'll beat any boat price by $500. The best deal on new boats, pontoons, and Honda motors at American Marine and Motorsports. Shawano.
Minocqua's walleye population has had trouble in recent years reproducing naturally, according to environmental experts. To help, the Wisconsin DNR has placed numerous restrictions on walleye fishing in the Minocqua chain of lakes. But fishing experts say this year has seen even more people come to the Northwoods than usual to fish, so more changes are needed. In the meantime, fishing guides in and around Minocqua have been offering different strategies for those who do come in search of walleye, even if that means traveling a bit further than usual.
I just recommend different lakes to them because you can keep them on almost every other lake. It's just the Minocqua chain that you can't keep the walleyes on.
If fishermen want to spend time on the Minocqua waters, guides also advise fishing for other species, which can be done pretty easily on the chain.
You still find more people that want to fish for panfish than anything else. Anything else. I mean, people come in here and they buy crawlers because they want to go fish for panfish.
DNR restrictions still allow for catch and release walleye fishing on the Minocqua chain. That policy is expected to be lifted by next year. Northern Wisconsin is known for its lakes and its forests, but scientists say rising temperatures over the years are causing us to lose certain types of plants. One botanist is trying to preserve the plants that we do have. Newswatch 12's Griffin Stroyan has the story.
That's the scientific name, Calypso bulbosa.
A plant that scientists believed had disappeared from Wisconsin has been spotted in the Northwoods. A volunteer found the Calypso bulbosa in the white cedar swamps near Crandon.
On their way out of the site, they stumbled on 3 or 4 more plants, so kind of a new population. And this is the first population of flowering plants that we'd seen or heard anything about really in the last, certainly 5 years.
Botanist Kevin Doyle knows that finding these plants isn't easy.
It's a needle in a haystack. It's a really tiny plant. The leaves are about the size of your thumbnail, and the plant, even when it's in flower, is only about like 3 to 8 inches tall.
And if finding a needle in a haystack doesn't sound hard enough, try fighting against Mother Nature.
If the main threat is temperature, there's not a lot we can do to protect the plants from temperature.
The plant needs to be in cold soil, around 60 degrees or less. So Doyle wants to take extra precaution.
We're hoping to collect seed from these populations. The species has been known to not really set a lot of seed. Hopefully collect some capsules, and at that point we can kind of preserve some options.
But this finding gives them hope, and it's all because of a volunteer.
It's a great success story. It's a great example of how we can collaborate with people who are already going out on their own time and searching around and botanizing in these cool habitats and finding cool things. And we need more people to get involved.
In Crandon, Griffin Stroyan, Newswatch 12.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress in Eagle River. 2 locations with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture in the area with many styles and custom options to choose from. Find top brand mattresses including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Be sure to check out the outlet bargain area in our Highway 70 West store. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Save on Chamberlain garage door openers. This 1.25 horsepower quiet belt drive model operates smoothly and quietly. It has built-in Wi-Fi, so you can control it with your smartphone, plus battery backup. Get it for $234.99 after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
My name's Jane. I'm a special education teacher. In 2016, I voted for Donald Trump. When the whole pandemic first started, he was taking guidance from people that had the answers, but things got a little hairy, and he blames everybody else.
President Trump threatening he'll cut funding to schools if they don't fully reopen in the fall.
Trump has made going back to school a political issue rather than a health issue. The president needs to understand that this country is not about him.
AB PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
King Quarry in Eagle River is northern Wisconsin's largest supplier of landscape stone products. We've searched throughout the U.S. and Canada to find these distinctive stone products. At King Quarry, we also manufacture natural stone veneer in colors and blends that will complement any of your projects. Talk to us about your custom stone desires and see all our natural products at our retail yard or online at kingquarry.com. Get real, go natural, King Quarry.
King Quarry, the distinctive stone authority.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
All right, buddy, Atlantic storms are just to the west of us now, moving to the east about 25 to 30 miles per hour. It's going to get loud for an hour or two as this brief band of rain goes through, and then we'll begin to clear out and keep things cloudy into tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 70s now. We'll have highs in the 70s tomorrow as the 80s have gone far, far away. And now we're going to hang out in the 70s for at least the next 7 to 10 days. But with lots of sunshine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Highs, low 70s.
It's a change, but it should be very pleasant.
Yes.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show at Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night and a great weekend.